Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing this look here. It's just kind of something fun. I've done this eye look before, so it was kind of easy for me to like recreate, and I really like it. My camera died, so this is why it's on my phone. It's a little bit of a different like focus, and like it might look clearer to be honest. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys give it a thumbs up because you really enjoyed it.
Okay, so today we're just putting makeup on my face, and I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna start with my primer, which is the Badescu spray. Badescu. I don't know how to say it, but I use this as a primer. It just kind of moisturizes my face, and my face has been really dry, so it really needs it. I don't try to waste this because you can like see when it goes down, and that's what makes me sad because this is a lot of money. I kind of just want to use my darker foundation today, which is my CYO foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and take my CYO foundation. This is in the shade 102. I'm actually 101. This is like my summer shade. I'm pumping it directly on the face. It's kind of a medium coverage foundation, like with buildable to full coverage. So that's why I did like so many pumps. But as you can see, like how nice it blends out. The person that I watch who introduced me to this foundation, she uses a brush. Well, I think a brush doesn't do it any justice. Now that we're all blended out, that took like 30 pumps, and it's more so full coverage. It's a lot dewier than I remember it being. Now I'm going to take our ColourPop concealer. I have the shade Fair 06, which is going to be very drastic to this, but we're going to go and just slap it on anyway. I feel like maybe my Shape Tape would be a lot better of a color for me. Okay. This just blends out so beautifully, though. Now, the only thing I have is I feel like this creases a lot faster. Especially because I have the most creasable eyes. I have to get more powder. I blend it out, and I pick up powder. I'm gonna puff it under my eyes like that. And then I'll blend out the other side with the other side, and then I'll take this side. I'll puff powder onto it. Okay, now that we have that done, I let this bake here for a little bit, and then we're going to move right on into my brows. So we're going to go ahead and take my ColourPop brow in the shade Taupe. I'm really not liking I don't like the shade that I got. Like, I like this product, it's nice, but I don't like how great this taupe is. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other brow. I'm gonna touch this brow up with my pomade, and then I'm going to do the other brow off camera. Okay, so I did the other brow. I didn't do it with the pomade yet, but I'm going to do that now. And mostly because I have a bald patch up here because I tweezed it too much up here, so I have to go in and fix that. So I like it to kind of be with the darker pomade. This way it actually shows up. I'm going to eyebrow gel them down. Yes, we're going to take our flat concealer brush. I'm actually going to go in with the foundation first. And we're going to just a little squirt of it on the tip. And I'm going to carve out the top of my brows. And sometimes once you carve off the top, that's the part that ends up looking the worst to me. So like it's the part where I'm so glad I can do this first. Especially with this brow. Like, I'm not afraid just to get in there and carve. Take my beauty blender and then I just blend out the edges. This is why you don't set the rest of your face first. So I just blend out that edge so it's just one solid piece. And if I feel like I accidentally lightened it up a little bit too much, especially where I have to draw in the rest of my brow, I will go back in with my, not any more product, but just what's left on this brush, and then I'll go in and like fix that. And then you use the other side to put the concealer on, like that. And then we're just going to carve out the top of the bottom of her brows. This is not a good brow day for me, of course, when I'm filming a video of makeup. I can't get a good brow day in. And then usually I take my concealer and just dip it out on the lids. And then I'll use this brush to marinate it out. That's not the right word. To blend it out. I'm gonna go ahead and set it. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any creases. And like lay the eyelid really flat and just sweep on. I'm going in with Lucy from the Daydream palette by Kristen Leanne and Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay shadows. They're so bomb. Yeah, I love using this shade Lucy as like my overall lid shade. Obviously I've hit pan on it and I'm not gonna rebuy this whole thing, so I think I might just buy like a white single shadow. Like Maybelline has like a white single shadow that's matte, and even though it doesn't show up white on the lid, I still think that it. Okay, I didn't realize my eyelids were so dry. I don't know if you can see, but like right there, it's just not, this is what I do every single time. So I don't know if it's the eyeshadow or if it's the concealer or the fact that my lids maybe were dry and I just didn't know it. But it kind of grabbed at all of the possible dry spots I have on my eyelid. I got a little Eco Tool. This is just a blending brush. It doesn't have the words on it anymore. So we're going to go back in with the same palette. I'm going to go ahead and hit Daydream. It's one of my favorite, like, just overall transition shades. Like, I think it's very pretty. And you're just going to sweep that in your crease. Yeah, you could, like, stop here, put on some eyeliner, mascara, lashes, and be gone, like, and just finish the rest of your face, because I think this is a really pretty shade, and you can just build it up with using Subscribe and then 8, like, that'll be cute. I'm gonna go in with my Soft Glam palette. I'm gonna hit Burnt Orange, which is kind of the same vibe as Subscribe. Like, I think they're like the same kind of colors. I like the Soft Glam palette for one of the days I just feel like doing kind of very soft makeup. So we're gonna go ahead and hit Rustic, tap off excess, and just kind of more focus it on the outer, around the bottom part of the lid. I'm actually going to do the same look that I did the other day, which I thought was very pretty. just a normal eyeshadow brush. Wet. Ooh. I'm gonna dip into Sienna. This is a very pretty shade. I love it a lot. Like wet, dry, it's such a pretty shade. And once you kind of got it on the lid, this is when I'll go in with a clean blending brush. And then I'll dip right back into Lucy. And this is when I'll blend kind of everything together. Especially if you made a little bit of a mess. It's okay. Go back into Daydream with the same clean blending brush. Well, now it's not clean enough, I guess. And we'll just do that right on top to kind of make it the main priority again. I'm going to take our Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I'm going to dip into these two shades right here. I'm going to dip into Snatched and Plunged. And that's going to be on a small brush, a small packing brush. Also wet. I'm going to kind of do a halo eye with it, but not going to like cut out the halo. Because I do want the backing of the color on it to kind of create like a nice... But I'm just going to kind of more focus it on the center of my lid like that. And then I'm going to go, I did that with Snatch, and I'm going to go right in with Plunge on the same brush. I'm not going to even clean it off. I'm just going to pack that right on top. This look. And then we're going to go in with this angled brush, which I don't know. And then we're going to go in with Filthy Rich, just on the angled brush like that. And then we're just going to try to pack it on the center of the cut crease. Or of the halo eye. Kind of like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other halo effect off camera, and then we'll get on to the rest of the face. Okay, so I finished up the other eye, and I went ahead and wiped away the rest of my bake. Now I'm gonna go with the NYX HD finishing powder, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there. Just I'm picking up a lot of product because I feel like this kind of takes a little bit more time to press into the skin. This will give me a nice matte finish. And if you're thinking that I look a little dry, I will spray. Well, this is a point where I'll spray down my foundation with other setting spray, or I'll use my Badescu spray, which is the spray I used. Beforehand. So I just kind of, for my forehead, I'll take it on the side of the brush just to kind of help sweep it on easier, because I think it's a lot easier than trying to like be precise. It's a lot more like, you can get more close to the brow and up in the hairline, and I definitely have to make sure that my hairline is set, because when I'll try to use my bronzer sometimes and then it'll just like not set well on my bronzer. So I kind of have to get all over the face a lot. I don't know if you can see that, but my dry patches are coming through. So hopefully those will go away after I spray my face. I'm actually going to spray my face with my Deslick by Urban Decay. I've bought this twice, and that's the same. It's the same properties as the All Nighter. It's just supposed to help you prevent you from being oily and getting oil all over your face, from being oily. And a fan just to help it dry a little bit quicker. Now we're going to take our butter bronzer. I suffice and got the butter bronzer. I don't understand this. The beauty gurus don't talk about the sponge that comes with it. Like, I don't see the appeal of this. It like eats up all the product and it kind of just wipes away everything. Like, I've tried to use it. I don't know. I'm gonna take my foundation brush, which is just a powder brush that's not supposed to be used for foundation, but I don't use it for powder, so I'm still learning with bronzer when too much is too much. So I never wear bronzer before, so if you think I'm like going really heavy with my bronzer, I'm sorry, that's not my, you know, I mean, it is my fault because I'm still learning bronzer, but like, I'm still trying to learn how to use bronzer, like what makes it look good, and you know, but the great thing with this bronzer is that it blends out really nicely, and you know, it's not too dark when you first start with it, so you have a bit of buildable coverage. So I'm just looking down, so I'm sorry if you can't see me apply bronzer to my face like this, which is really hard when I get to this side of my face because I can't see it. Let me just use the wrong hand, very sloppily apply it. I kind of don't like too much of a bronzer on my forehead, especially because I'll then go in and kind of like use just whatever is left on the brush and just kind of blend it down. And I kind of like it to connect to this bronzer, so kind of just like that overall, like the 3 shape, the woof, if I don't come down here, because trying to hide this double chin is impossible. But I will definitely, if I can get my temples to sink in, because I kind of like the snatched temple look. That's big, that's my thing. We're gonna be super blushy today. I'm gonna go in with the Balm palette. This is the Balm Voyage Volume 2. I'm gonna go in with this blusher shade. I don't know what it's called per se, because it's this says welcome in many different languages, and this one's Hawaii. I start with the apples of my cheek, and I just bring it back, and if it's in my bronzer, then it's in my bronzer. Like, I just love blush, so I don't care how much I wear. Now we're gonna go in with our broken Nars. I'm just gonna sweep what's on the pan, what's on the mirror. This is the Shell Deep Throat. Because everything with Nars has to be nasty. I don't know how that broke. My bad. And I'm just gonna kind of dab, because I don't want this to be overpowering with the Nars bronze, the blush on it. So we're just gonna do that. So I just kind of dabbed it on, and now I'm working it into the skin. I am gonna hit the nose a little bit with this. I'm just gonna dump into Miss Jeffree Star Ice Cold, and I'm just gonna work my brush in there. You're like, you can tap off the excess. Perfect. I smile so I can kind of see exactly where my high points are, and I'm just gonna start applying it to kind of right there, and then we're also going to kind of bring it up, not on the temple, but right above the eyebrow. Unfortunately, my camera died when I was talking about Jeffree Star,
So I'm just going to use my Deslick spray again. Sorry, I'm using my phone now since my camera died and I need to finish up this look. So I'm going to take this spray. Ugh.